Good evening with your evening newscast for today, Wednesday, April 12th, 2023. My name is Joshua Van Slykeman. ExxonMobil's subsidiary, SO Exploration and Production GAN Limited, EEPGL, has informed a team of auditors representing the interests of the state that they would not be able to present all of its financial data or statements covering the period 1999 to 2004. The affiliate explained that the main reason for this dilemma is that its accounting system were purged during the time in an effort to accommodate a switch to its parent company's accounting system. The foregoing was outlined in a March 2021 report that was produced by British firm IHS Markit. According to the report seen by Kaieteur News, IHS said that the accounting and finance system deployed by EEPGL have evolved over the years as the complexity of the operations has grown. It said between 1999 and 2016, EEPGL utilizes a standalone version of P2 Energy Solutions Ideal Oil and Gas Accounting Software, a common tool used for new exploration areas, thereby offering rapid development. As of 2017, the auditor said EEPGL migrated over to ExxonMobil Worldwide Corporate, which runs an IPES and SAP-based accounting and financial management platforms. IHS explained that this platform is used for worldwide for all ExxonMobil operated assets and offer additional sophistication as required for development and production process. We tell you now that the findings and recommendations of an audit may not be enough to ensure GAN is not cheated by the Stabroek Block partners ExxonMobil, Hess and CNOOC during production activities. This is so as the 2016 Production Sharing Agreement, PSA, states that while the contractor will be allowed to recover costs in dispute, the matter will only be resolved through arbitration if the two sides fail to reach an agreement within 60 days after the disagreement is flagged. The process can now go on over 1 year after the tribunal is fully constituted. Get the full details in the Kaieteur News by heading to our website. And we tell you now that Kaieteur News publisher Glenn Lal has responded to former president of the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce and Industry, GCCI, Timothy Tucker, who said those who asked for a renegotiation of the lopsided contract, which has been heavily criticized for benefiting ExxonMobil GAN and its partners more than the country, is quote-unquote bad for business and low-life mentality. Lal has been on the forefront highlighting the lopsided terms in the 2016 production sharing agreement Guyana signed on to with Exxon. Lal added that knowing how wounded Guyana is with the contract, he never expected such a comment would come from someone who represents the business sector in Guyana. And amid widespread concerns over the lopsided ExxonMobil contract with Guyana, the company on Tuesday announced the arrival of its third floating production, storage and offloading vessel, FPSO, called Prosperity. Prosperity will operate in the Payara field in the Stabroek Block offshore Guyana. It will produce around 220,000 barrels of oil per day during its initial phase and was constructed to store a total of 2 million barrels of oil. SO Exploration and Production Guyana Limited, ExxonMobil Guyana, in a brief media statement said Payara is expected to start up later this year. 1 day after it was reported that a huge hole along the $6 billion Sheriff Mandela Road is damaging vehicle, the Ministry of Public Works came forward to clarify that the Ghana Telephone Telegraph Company, GTT, is to be blamed. The ministry said in a statement on its Facebook page, accused the company of failing to maintain a quote-unquote metal chamber on Sheriff Street that is used to access its utility corridor, or commonly referred to as telecommunication cables. The alleged damage is in the form of a huge hole is the cover of a metal chamber used by GTT to access its utility corridor or telecommunications cable on the ground along both Sheriff Street and Mandela Avenue. These facilities, related to the ministry, are operated and maintained by GTT. Public Works Minister Juan Edgil has since instructed that the area be cordoned off with reflective cones so that drivers can see the metal chamber from a distance until GTT corrects the issue. And finally, at this time, an ex-member of the Guyana Police Force was on Tuesday charged for defrauding a woman of over $2 million. The defendant was identified as 46-year-old Paul Watson, who made his court appearance at the Lenora Magistrates Court and was charged with 4 counts of intended to defraud. It is alleged that Watson, between 2019 and 2020, claimed that he was still a policeman and was able to file a notice appeal on her behalf. The woman paid him a total of $2.7 million to make the transaction, but Watson never did so. The matter was reported discounted and an investigation was launched. Watson has pleaded not guilty to the charge and was granted a bail in a total of $1.3 million. The defendant is expected to return to court on May 15, 2023. Time check for you, 9 minutes after 7 o'clock, coming up at 19 hours 20. It is time for your Wednesday edition of Join the Oil Team and Have Your Say with our Oil Queens, Kiana Wilberg and Davina Baggott. They will be here to field your questions and to give you information as it relates to the oil and gas sector. We encourage you to join us in just about 10 minutes' time.
And that's the news of the moment. Remember to get the full details of these stories